I do use my YouTube channel. I do use Facebook to advertise, to letting them know that I'm a person who can get their home sold quickest and hopefully for the most money, hopefully get the multiple offers.
What's like the typical like selling and buying process like with your clients then?
I mean, it really depends on which part of the coin you're on, but I mean, the selling process is really finding people who are looking to sell their home, really understanding what's important to them, helping them see how helping them realize that I'm the person to be able to sell their home, because I do use a lot of social media. I do use my YouTube channel. I do use Facebook to advertise, to letting them know that I'm a person who can get their home sold quickest and hopefully for the most money, hopefully get the multiple offers, and then helping them. Usually if they're selling a home, they have to go buy a home. So then we go out, we search, and usually it's simultaneously. We're searching for a home for them and really understanding what their wants are, what they're looking for. A lot of people in real estate will tell you, oh, you know, I want the nicest kitchen. I want the bathroom to be this. I want a newer home. I want a pool in the back. I want a jacuzzi in the front. I want, a masquerade. And you're just like, okay. So with that, let's talk a little bit more about like your must-haves and the things you can't live without. And let's leave all this fantasy stuff to in the back. So really just honing in on people's desires, what's truly important to them, getting past the surface stuff and really figuring out, well, what's important to you? Even when selling, what's important to you about this home? What are some of the best features of your home? What can I advertise? What do you love about this home? What don't you love about your home? Why would someone want to buy your home like in this condition? Or do you think we need to do a little bit of work before we actually put it on the market? And really just helping people be more realistic with their expectations.
Yeah. With that, I guess it like raises another question, because it kind of, how you said, how it depends on what side of the coin you land on or whatever. So is that, when you say about that, you're probably talking about like what kind of client you have and all that. And that raises another question, how like, has there been any like issues you've had with clients, or is it typically usually good? People are understandable?
For the most part, I've had very understanding clients. You always have your clients who are just a little bit tough. They don't really get and understand the process. They want everything, right? So let's say they're a buyer. They just want. They get their inspection done. They want everything from the inspection to be from the seller, or they don't want to buy the house. And so it's really helping them be more realistic with their expectations and managing the expectations. And I would say it gets difficult with those types of clients when it comes to like their wants and inspections. And you just have to reel them back in and say, look, let's say you're the seller. Would you really want to fix this tiny hole in the carpet? Or would you say, forget it, you buy it as is and keep going? So you just have to help clients be more realistic, understanding, help them see the other side of it if they've never been on the other side of it. I have a double transaction that I'm doing right now where I help them sell their house and they're looking to buy a house. So their house, the inspection came back really, really good. And there were some little things on the inspection, but the buyer didn't want to do anything. Then their inspection for their new property came back and they're like, we want to get this done. We want this. We want the buyers to pay, or the sellers to pay for this. And we want them to pay for closing costs. And I want to make sure that they give us a credit for this. And I'm like, look, you're selling your house right now. What if your buyer came and did that to you? Would you appreciate it, the nitpicking? And they're like, oh, Latrice, you're right. So I'm like, you need to ask for safety that need to be, that are safety wise. I always ask for safety in real estate. And then the other stuff, cosmetic stuff, you're buying a freaking used home. It's like buying a used car. It's not going to be perfect and you have to deal with that. So it's, like I said, it's just managing those expectations.